talking about getting high. When would have been the first time you were exposed to, like, for instance, cocaine? Would that have been in the wrestling business, or was it the '80s, and this is something that was around even before you were in wrestling?
No, I mean, I got exposed to it before I ever got in the wrestling business. Not like a lot, but that's where I found out and learned about it. As a teenager, it was we partied. Just put it that way.
But everyone in the '80s, it seemed like it was more prevalent than in the
Well,
'90s. Like,
it was, yeah. I was watching something recently. I think it was one of the Dark Side series, it's like the Dark Side of the '80s or something like that. And that was a big part of what they were talking about was the cocaine. How it came in the early '80s, it just took over. It was the thing. If you had money, which is what brought crack into the picture because if you had money, if you were, made a little money, you could buy the cocaine and party and enjoy it. But if you were like on the lower card, not making that much money, you couldn't afford it. So they figured out a way with the crack to make it cheaper for everybody. When that epidemic took over, the whole crack thing. But yeah,
what's the
I think
difference
early
of the
'80s.
high? What's the difference of the high? I don't know if you've ever done crack, and I haven't. What's the difference? Like, obviously, they always say the crack is extremely dangerous. Is that just a crazy? And they say it's more addictive too. Is that just because
Well,
it's cheaper?
yeah, I know it's made. You don't know it can be dangerous because you don't know what it's made out of. They use rat poison in some cases. Whatever kind of product they can throw in and cook down and make it into the rock form. Um, they do that, and it's very just very little cocaine, and when you get a little $20 brick, they call it, um, this about $5 worth of it's cocaine. The rest is all the shit they throw in and mix with it, and you don't know what that might be. Might have been made in somebody's bathtub. You don't know what the hell you're getting. But as far as the difference, it all started with freebasing, which that was what I got into. Was when you cook it down and all the impurities, all the stuff that's not free, but it's freebase. It's strictly cocaine. You cook off any additives, like if somebody had put some stuff in with it, um, that cooks out and it's pure. That was, and again, though, it was like cooking down cocaine. Again, it was expensive. That's where the crack part came in. Where now we'll mix it. Well, look at this. Somebody figured out how to, a combination that made it cheaper. And man, that took over because if you got $5 or $10, you get a little $5 or $10 piece. Go get your little high, and even if you're broke, now you want that next high. So you're looking for a car hubcap or something still, so you can get another hit. But that was the craze of that, and the difference for me between snorting the cocaine and smoking it when you snort it, a minute or two go by and 3 minutes, and then you start to feel good. When you would smoke it, as soon as you let it out, it's right there. It's already right there, and it's like it numbs the nervous system, so you become weightless. I mean, you just feel like you're walking on air, and if you're injured, that's numbed out, and if you're mentally injured, it's numbed out, So that would been the difference of snorting and smoking. The smoking it was instant, and for some reason, maybe even a little more euphoric than snorting. But it was highly, you know, people, you say, look, I love this shit. Well, people ain't losing their house and car and wives and kids and life because the shit's bad. It's freaking good. Yeah, that's why it's so dangerous to never start it because if you get away with doing a hit, you know, say thank you and run because it only takes one. You connect one time with it. That's it. You're fucked. You're going to be there for a few years.
Yeah.